These leaks are insane. So the developers of Roblox Skyblock posted on their Twitter some leaks of what's going to be in this update. So I'll be explaining them and showing you guys it and saying some more leaks that I know are going to be in the game, because people have sent me screenshots of stuff and some people actually have the items in the game already, and just a lot of the stuff that's going to be in this update has already been found out. I'm not sure if you find it by like an Easter egg or something, or if just like the industrial food processor, people hacked stuff into the game. But the industrial food processor is going to be added this update. So if you're thinking about buying an industrial food processor, or you have one, then I suggest to trade it off or don't get it unless if the developers decide to not add it into the game. Because right now they're planning to add the industrial food processor into the game. So if you trade it off, then, well, the value won't drop, but whenever they add it to the game, the value is probably going to be like 500k, maybe $1 million at most. So, yeah, the industrial food processor is probably going to be added to this update unless if the developers change their mind. There's also another industrial item, which is, well, the name is unknown, but they're adding it this update. So now for what the developers confirmed are going to be in this update. This update is going to be on, well, since last Sunday was on June, or, well, the last Sunday that they updated was on May 31st, so that means this update is going to be on June 14th. And by the way, this update is going to be huge for farming. They said that they're focusing on farming and they're going to make farms more complex. So they said that they're probably going to add 3 things. Two things, fertilizers and sprinklers. So, well, fertilizers, how they're gonna work, you'll have some sort of fertilizer dispenser. It might be something that covers more than one block at once, or it can just be something that you have to hold over it. It would either speed it up or instantly grow it. Now, what I'm assuming, the industrial thing might actually be making fertilizers, and then you can drop them off near plants or something, and wherever they go in the ground, they'll make the plants around it grow faster. But there's a lot of possibilities. Fertilizer will just make plants grow faster or grow instantly, so that's what we know so far. And sprinklers, how they'll work: you place them on the ground, they'll shoot out water and make the crops grow faster. Now, I know something that almost no one else knows, or, well, this is a very, very accurate prediction. I always predict at least one thing in every single Skyblock update for the past 4 updates. So I'm predicting they're probably going to add some sort of farming tools. Now, right now, whenever you farm, it's kinda annoying because you can only pick up one thing at once, so it's okay if you're farming a few things and you're new, but if you're a pro and you're trying to farm like a few thousand crops, it takes forever. And you only want to farm expensive stuff, because if you farm lower stuff, then you won't really profit, unless if you're trying to do quests. But they're probably going to add some sort of thing that makes it easier to farm stuff. Now, I suggested that they make some sort of, like, rake or something. In the beginning of the rake, it would be like holding it, so you could just hold the rake and walk along it, and then the first rake could do 2 rows, and then the third rake, or the second rake, could do 3 rows, and then they could have some sort of machine that you can walk on the field. And then, eventually, they might even have some sort of automatic machine that detects the end of the farm so it knows not to fall off. Basically like a Roomba, but in Roblox Skyblock for farming. They're probably going to have that at some point. But farming tools or something similar to that will be in this update. Sprinklers are confirmed to be in this update, and fertilizer is confirmed to be in this update, unless if the devs change their mind. Same with the industrial food processor. But if the industrial food processor is added, right now it gets like 75 million, so if it is added, the value is going to drop so much, and anyone who ever traded for it or bought it is going to be disappointed. But the looks for it will be like all of the other things, where it's just gray, it's just going to be in a different shape. The thing with the purple at the top, that was just the test food processor thing, and they might keep that as a rare food processor and then add the new one. So there's probably maybe going to be 2 versions of the food processor. The one with the purple block at the top, that's the secret one, and the one that I just mentioned that looks like all of the other industrial things. But that's what's going to happen with that. Someone I met on Discord told me that they have fertilized crops, and they sent me a screenshot of it, and I didn't believe them. So I invited them to one of my VIP servers. This was earlier, like, maybe an hour after I made the video I made last. But I didn't make a video then because, well, if you upload too many videos within, like, the same few hours, then YouTube's algorithm is mad and all of that. But yeah, so fertilized crops will be in this update. They'll look just like regular crops, except they'll have some weird things on them, some weird dots on them. And they're probably going to sell for more. Now, what I mean by this is, like, if you go to the shop, like, if you go over here to the guy where you can sell the crops and everything, fertilized crops will probably only be able to be gotten if you manually farm them and not with any totems or anything. Or actually, nah, they could be farmed with totems because the totems would pick them up and drop them on the conveyor like any other thing. But yeah, if you look in here, it's basically just these, except they have some weird black dots on them. And I'm not sure if they're with berries, but I know they're with everything else, because they showed me everything except berry and grape, so I don't know about these two. But all of these have a fertilized version. Now, this, I'm estimating it's probably going to make the value 2 times, so basically double the value of everything. Maybe they'll have it so that whenever you fertilize a part of the field, it's like that completely, and it's just like, if you guys ever play Tycoons on Roblox, how there's an upgrader, well, it'd kind of be like that, but an upgrader for the entire field permanently. Now, I'm not exactly sure how this will work, but if you aren't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe with the notifications on, because I'll make a video explaining it and showing how to use it and everything whenever the update actually releases. So unless if it's delayed or anything, it's going to be releasing on May 14th, which is going to be in 6 days. So also join the Discord server and Roblox group linked in the description for trading and talking about Skyblock, and like this video because I had to look a lot around on Discord and Twitter to find a lot of this. But another thing that Skyblock mentioned on their Twitter, they didn't tweet this, they made it in a reply to someone. They said that they're going to change it for all devices, so instead of having it where it's the same for all devices, kind of like, you know how some simulators will totally change the UI and everything based on your device? Well, they're going to make it different for most devices, since if you guys ever try to play on mobile, it will basically just shut down if you join a max block island, unless if you have a really expensive phone, or, well, if you have a Samsung phone, the RAM is usually about 3 times as much as an iPhone, but I'm not going to really mention that, that's off topic. But yeah, so if you're on a phone, then it just makes it so that it's kinda just way harder to play if you have a max block island or visit a max block island. But if you're on PC, then it's way easier to play, because, like, computers are way bigger than phones and can fit more stuff. But it still is laggy for a lot of people on computers. So they're probably going to make it where phones could have a lower block limit, maybe, hopefully not that. Maybe they're going to make it so it only loads a little bit of a part at a time. Kinda like how if you play Minecraft, if you're on infinite mode, you can't see, like, infinitely, you can only see in a certain area. Because if you could see infinitely, then your computer would lag infinitely. But they might make it like that, where it just loads the part that you're seeing most at a time, except on Minecraft the maps are way bigger since the pixels are way bigger, so it can load a lot more. But yeah, they might make it where it only loads where you're standing at on a phone or something. They're gonna just optimize it. There are so many options that they could do to optimize it, but on PC it's still gonna be the best to play since computers can load way more and everything, but they're going to change that a lot. Now, every update also has glitches, so I might make a video on that whenever this update does release, because there might be a glitch with, like, fertilizers or something, because you guys know how there's that glitch with blueprints where it literally resets everything for some reason, and, well, yeah, luckily it didn't reset this time I joined. They fixed it a little bit, but it still resets, like, 1 out of every 3 times I join the game, and then unresets and loads everything the next time. So there might be good glitches or bad glitches, but whatever it is, I'll still make a video on it. So, yeah, just make sure you subscribe with notifications on to never miss any videos on Roblox Skyblock and on Roblox. Because if something really important is going on in Roblox, then I make a video on it. And if something kind of important is going on in Roblox Skyblock, I'll make a video on it. Also, like the video, join the Discord server and Roblox group for trading and talking about Skyblock. But hope you all enjoyed this video. All of these leaks I mentioned, or well, all of the screenshots I showed about the leaks were on the official developer's Twitter account. And if you want to check for yourself, their Twitter is Skyblock Roblox. You can also, while you're on Twitter, make sure to follow me at Telanthric. But yeah, so if I find out anything else about this update, I'll make a video on it. I'm probably going to make a video on my new value list tomorrow, because I kind of redid my entire value list, and also a video on how to make a huge mountain quickly, or well, efficiently, and yeah, so if anything else happens, I might make a different video instead of those tomorrow. But there's one more thing I want to mention before the video ends. Also tomorrow, I might make a video on how to do a very quick iron farm. Now, I have an iron farm right here with so many smelters, but it's efficient, and yeah, I just farm it by going like this and auto-clicking, so auto-clicking is allowed, by the way, the moderators mentioned on their Discord, but yeah, I just walk forward and keep doing that, so that makes it so I can basically get, like, if I had a longer line, then I could keep getting 5 iron every single click, and I can get about 3 per second, so that's 15 iron per second, which is 150, or, well, 900 iron per minute, and that means that you can get, like, 50,000 iron in an hour just from farming that only. So I'll make a video on how to make an efficient iron farm like that later also, because, well, a lot of people are trying to build huge buildings with iron farms and stuff, and I just have a long line of totems, and, well, I'll explain that next video, so last thing, a shout out to all my channel members. If you want to see your name on this board, all you have to do is press the join button to the left of the subscribe button and then join the channel, and your name will be on this list next video, along with special stuff in live streams and video premieres like a chat tag, chat color, symbol by your name, and a whole bunch of other stuff in live streams and video premieres. So if you want to and you do, then thanks, but thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, YouTube!